Sripad Maharaj ki jai.
Bandeyam Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurkam Gargana Rasisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samastaveda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidamujwalam Van Govinda Bidamujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwagurun Cha Divyat Bhagavat Premnoe Bijapranam Devam Divyatanum Suchandanam Devam Divyat Suchanda Baranam Balarka Chilanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Sarasatanam Baram Vandetam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishwara Sridharam Vanchakopatarubhyasya Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 15. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya offers prashadam to the Lord. Text number 36. Emata rasa jatra aradipavali utana dwadasi jatra tequila sakali. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees participated in all the festivals, including Rasa Yatra, Deepavali, and Uttana Dwadasi. The Deepavali festival takes place on the dark moon night in the month of Kartik, October-November. So we just had that. The Rasa Yatra, or Rasa dancing of Krishna, takes place on the full moon night of the same month. That'll be next Tuesday. Uttana Dwadasi takes place the day after Ekadasi in the waxing fortnight of the moon in the same month. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu participated in all these festivals. Ek din Mahaprabhu Nityanande Laya Duibai Jukti Koila Nibrate Basya. One day the two brothers, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, consulted with each other while sitting together in a solitary place. Kiba Jukti Koila Du Heke Hunahi Jane Vale Anumana Pache Koila Bhaktagane. No one could understand what the brothers discussed between themselves, but later all the devotees could guess what the subject matter was. Tabima Prabhu Sab Bhakti Molaila Koradeshe Jahasabe Bidai Korila. Thereafter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for all the devotees and asked them to return to Bengal. In this way, he bade farewell to them. Sabari Kohila Prabhu Pratyabda Sabari Kohila Prabhu Pratyabda Siya Gundicha Dekiya Jabe Amare Milia. Bidding farewell to all the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested them to return to Jagannath Puri every year to see him and then see the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Acharjari Agyadila Korea Saman Achandala Adi Krishna Bhakti Diodan. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaitacharya give Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna, even to the lowest of men, Chandalas. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order to all his devotees. Krishna Bhakti, devotion to Krishna, is open to everyone, even low-class men like Chandalas. One should follow this order in the disciplic succession stemming from Sri Advaita and Nityananda Prabhu and distribute Krishna consciousness without discrimination throughout the world. Nityananda Agyadila Jaha Goda Deshe Anargala Prema Bhakti Korea Prakashe. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, go to Bengal and without restriction manifest devotional service to the Lord, Krishna consciousness. So manifest, give devotional service to everyone, to give Krishna consciousness to everyone. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus ordered Nityananda Prabhu to deliver all the Bengalis to devotional service. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Mami parta vyapasritya yepishu papayonaya striyo vaishyas tata shudras tepi yanti param gatim. O son of Prita, those who take shelter of me, though they be of lower birth, women, vaishyas, merchants, and shudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination. Whoever takes to Krishna consciousness and follows the regulative principles can return home back to Godhead. In his Anubhashya, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, there is a class of so-called devotees called Prakrita Sahajas who think that Nityananda Prabhu is an ordinary human being. They have spread the news that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu to return to Bengal from Orissa just to marry and beget children. This is certainly a great offense against Nityananda Prabhu. Such an offense is called Pashanda Buddhi, or an atheistic remark. Offenders consider Nityananda Prabhu to be like one of them, an ordinary human being. They do not know of Nityananda Prabhu's identity with the Vishnu Tattva. Thinking Nityananda to be an ordinary human being in the business of mental Thinking Nityananda to be an ordinary human being is a business of mental speculators known as Kanapatmavadis. These people accept the material body, which is a bag of three material elements, Kunape, Tri Daduke, as themselves. They think that Nityananda Prabhu's body was similarly material and that it was meant for sense gratification. Whoever thinks in this way is a candidate for the darkest regions of hell. Those who hanker after women and money, who are self-interested and have the mentality of merchants, can certainly discover many things with their fertile brains and speak against the authorized revealed scriptures. They also engage in some money-making business to cheat innocent people, and they try to support their business programs by making such offensive statements. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu, being the expansion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the most munificent incarnation. No one should consider him an ordinary human being or an entity like the Prajapatis, who were ordered by Brahma to increase generations. Nityananda Prabhu should not be considered instrumental for sense gratification. Although professional so-called preachers support this idea, such statements are not found in any authorized revealed scriptures. Actually, there is no support for these statements made by sahajas or other professional distributors of Krishna Bhakti. Ramadas Gadadhar Hari Kata Jane Humara Sahaya Lage Dilut Humar Sane. Nityananda Prabhu was given assistants like Ramadas, Gadadhar Das, and several others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I give them to you to assist you. Mujhe Mujhe Amit Homar Nikata Jaiba Alokite Rohit Homar Nityadekiba. I shall go to see you at intervals. Keeping myself invisible, I shall watch you dance. Srivas Pandite Prabhu Korealingan Kante Dore Kohetare Madhura Bhajan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Srivas Pandit and with his arm about his neck began to speak to him in sweet words. Tomar gare kirtane ami nitya nachiba tumi deka pabeyara kehona dekiba. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Srivas Thakur perform congregational chanting daily, and be assured that I shall also dance in your presence. You will be able to see this dancing, but not others. So perform kirtan. So wherever Nityananda Prabhu is dancing, there Mahaprabhu is present. He's also present in the house of Srivas Thakur, Srivas Sangam. E bastra mata ke diha esa prashad dandavat koryamar kamai ha aparad. Take the prashadam of Lord Jagannath and this cloth and deliver them to my mother Sachi Devi. After offering her obeisances, please request her to excuse my offenses. Taraseva chariyami koriyachi sanyas dharmanahe koriyami nija dharmanash. I have given up the service of my mother and have accepted the sannyas order. Actually, I should not have done this, for by so doing I have destroyed my religious principles. Tara prema basa ami tara seva dharma tahachari koriache vatulera karma. I am subordinate to the love of my mother, and it is my duty to serve her in return. Instead of doing so, I have accepted the renounced order. Certainly, this is the act of a madman. Batula balakera mata nahi loe dosh, ejani mata morena koraya rosh. A mother is not offended by her mad son, and knowing this, my mother is not offended by me. Ki kai sannyasi mor prima nijadan, jay kali sannyas koilun shana hoilaman. I had no business in accepting the renounced order and sacrificing my love for my mother, which is my real property. Actually, I was in a crazy state of mind when I accepted sannyas. Nilachaliyat achon mui tahara agyate madye madye asimu tara charana dekite. I am staying here at Jagannath Puri Nilachala to comply with her orders, but at intervals I go see her lotus feet. Nitya jai deki mui tahara charane swarti jnane te hotaha satya nahi mane. Indeed, I go there daily to see her lotus feet. She is able to feel my presence, although she does not believe it to be true. Egdin Sayana Vyanjana Panchashat Shaka Mocha Ganta Brishta Patola Nimbapat Lembuada Kanda Dadi Dugda Kandasar Shalagrame Samar Pilen Bahu Utmahar. One day my mother Sachi offered food to Shalagram Vishnu. She offered rice cooked from shali patties, various kinds of vegetables, spinach, curry made of banana flowers, fried poto with neem leaves, pieces of ginger with lemon, and also yogurt, milk, sugar, candy, and many other foods. Prasada loya kole korana krandan nimaira priyamora e sabyanjan. Taking the food upon her lap, mother was crying to think that all that food was very dear to her Nimai. Nimai nahikaita ke kore bojan mora jani ashrujali barila nayan. My mother was thinking, Nimai is not here. Who will accept all this food? As she meditated upon me in this way, her eyes filled with tears. Shigrajai muisab korinu bakan Shaya Patra Deki Ashru Korea Marjan. While she was thus thinking and crying, immediately I went there with great haste and ate everything. Seeing the dish empty, she wiped her tears away. Ke ana vyanjana kaila shunya kenipat. Ke ana vyanjana kaila shunya kenipat. Bal Gopal Kiba Kaila Sabat. She then began to wonder who had eaten all the food. Why is the plate empty? She wondered, doubting that Bal Gopal had eaten it all. So Bal Gopal is a baby, so she's thinking that he could not have eaten all the prashadam. Kiba Mora Katai Mane Brahma Anagela Kiba Kon Jantuashi Sakala Kaila. So she's worshipping Bal Gopal. Many places they have deity of Krishna as a baby, Bal Gopal. But there's some humor here. She's thinking, who has eaten a plate of prashadam? She's thinking, baby Gopal, he couldn't have eaten the whole plate. Kiba Mora Katai Mane Brahma Hayagela Kiba Kon Jantuashi Sakala Kaila. She began to wonder whether there had actually been anything on the plate in the first place. Then again, she thought that some animal might have come and eaten everything. Kiba Ami Anapatre Brahmena Madhya-lila Eta Chinti Patra Janadekila. She thought, perhaps by mistake I did not put any food on the plate. So thinking, she went into the kitchen and saw the pots. Anavyanjana Purnadeki Sakala Bojane Dekiya Samshaya Hoila Kichu Chamakara Mane. When she saw that all the pots were still filled with rice and vegetables, there was some doubt in her mind, and she was astonished. Ishane Bulaya Puna Stana Lepaila Punarapi Gopalake Ana Samarpila. Thus wondering, she called Ishan, the servant, and had the place cleaned again. She then offered another plate to Gopal. E mata jabe koran utama randan more kao jaite kore utkandaya rodan. Now whenever she prepares some good cooked food and wants to feed it to me, she cries in great anxiety. Tara premiani amai koraya bojane antare manaye sukha baye nahi mane. Being obliged to her love, I am brought there to eat. Mother knows all these things internally and feels happiness, but externally she does not accept them. E vijay dashamite hoila e riti tahake puchiya tara koraya pratiti. Such an incident took place on the last Vijay Dashami day. You can ask her about this incident and thus make her believe that I actually go there. So Mahaprabhu is mentioned. He's always where Nityananda Prabhu is dancing. He's also always where Sriva Sangam, in Sriva Sangam, where Kirtan is taking place, and he's always present where Mother Sachi is offering food to the deity. He goes there and takes that prashadam. Eteka kaite Prabhu Bibala Hoila Loka Vidai Korite Prabhu Darya Darila. While describing all this, Mahaprabhu became a little overwhelmed. But just to finish, bidding farewell to the devotees, he remained patient. Raghava Pandita Kohen Bachana Saras Tomara Shuddha Premiyami Hoy Tomarabas. Mahaprabhu next spoke some relishable words to Raghava Pandit. He said, I am obliged to you due to your pure love for me. I Hare Krishna Seva Katashuna Sarvajan Parama Pavitra Seva Ati Sarvotam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then informed everyone, just hear about the pure devotional service rendered to Krishna by Raghava Pandit. Indeed, Raghava Pandit's service is supremely pure and highly accomplished. Aradravya Rahu Shuna Narikeler Kata Pancha Ganda Kore Narikela Vikaya Tata. Apart from other commodities, just hear about his offering of coconuts. A coconut is sold at the rate of 5 gandas each. Batite Kata Shata Brike Laka Laka Fal Tatapi Shunen Jata Mishta Narikela. Although he already has hundreds of trees and millions of fruits, he is still very eager to hear about the place where sweet coconuts are available. Ek falera muya dia Charipan Dashakrosh Hoite Anai Korea Jatan. He collects coconuts with great endeavor from a place 20 miles away, and he pays 4 panas each for them. Pratidina Panchashata Phala Cholaya Shushitala Korite Rake Jale Dubaya. Every day, 5 to 7 coconuts are clipped and put into water to keep cool. Bogera Samai Puna Chuli Samskari Krishna Samarpana Kori Mukha Chidra Kori. At the time of offering bhog, the coconuts are again clipped and cleansed. After holes are made in them at the top, they are offered to Lord Krishna. Krishna say, Narikela Jao Pana Kori Kabush Shunya Phala Rakena Kabu Jalabari. Lord Krishna drinks the juice from these coconuts, and sometimes the coconuts are left drained of juice. At other times, the coconuts remain filled with juice. Jala Shunya Phala Deki Pandita Harashita Phalabhangi Shashekore Satpatra Purita. When Raghava Pandit sees that the juice has been drunk from the coconuts, he is very pleased. He then breaks the coconuts, takes out the pulp, and puts it on another plate. Shashya Samarpana Kori Bahire Dayana Shashyakana Krishna Kore Shunya Marjana. After offering the pulp, he meditates outside the temple door. In the meantime, Lord Krishna, having eaten the pulp, leaves the plate empty. Kabu Shashya Ghana Puna Patra Bore Samshe Shraddha Bare Panditera Prema Sindhu Bashe. Sometimes after eating the pulp, Krishna fills the plate again with new pulp. In this way, the faith of Raghava Pandit increases and he floats in an ocean of love. Egdin Faladash Samskar Korea Boga Lagaite Seva Kaila Loya. One day it so happened that about 10 coconuts were properly clipped and brought by a servant to offer to the deity. Avasaranahi hoy vilamba hoila falapatra hate seva dware ta rahila. When the coconuts were brought, there was little time to offer them because it was already late. The servant holding the container of coconuts remained standing at the door. Dware para bite teho hatadila sehate fala chunila pandita dekila. Raghava Pandit then saw that the servant touched the ceiling above the door and then touched the coconuts with the same hand. Pandita kohe dware loka kore gata jate tarapara duli udi lage uparabite. Raghava Pandit then said, people are always coming and going through that door. The dust from their feet blows up and touches the ceiling. Say bite hatadiya Vala Parashila Krishna Jogya Nahe Vala Apavitra Hoila. After touching the ceiling above the door, you have touched the coconuts. Now they are no longer fit to be offered to Krishna because they are contaminated. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that Raghava Pandit was not simply a crazy fellow suffering from some cleansing phobia. Now what do we call that, cleansing phobia? What is it? Something compulsive?
Obsessive compulsive?
OCD. What?
Obsessive compulsive disorder?
What's the letters?
OCD.
Obsessive compulsive disorder. See, they have a scientific name for it now. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that Raghava Pandit was not simply a crazy fellow suffering from some cleansing phobia. He did not belong to the mundane world. In lower consciousness, accepting something to be spiritual when it is actually material is called boma idyadi. Raghava Pandit was an eternal servant of Krishna, and everything he saw was related to the service of the Lord. He was always absorbed in the transcendental thought of how he could always serve Krishna with everything. Sometimes neophytes, devotees on the lower platform, try to imitate Raghava Pandit on the platform of material purity and impurity. Obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. Such imitation will not help anyone. As explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhadra Bhadra Vastu Gyan Nahika Prakrite. On the transcendental platform, there is no higher or lower, pure or impure. On the material platform, distinction is made between good and bad. But on the spiritual platform, everything is of the same quality. Dvaite Bhadra Bhadra Gyan Sabha Manodharma E Balo E Munda E Sab Brahma. In the material world, conceptions of good and bad are all mental speculation. Therefore, saying this is good and that is bad is all a mistake. So, also in Bengal, they talk about that kind of cleansing phobia, someone who's always washing their hands. So, they have, forget the Bengali name, Suchi, something like Suchi Hut, always cleansing one's hands. But Raghava Pandit didn't have some cleansing disorder or phobia. He saw that the servant actually touched the door, the ceiling above the door, and he said, dust is always blowing there. Now he's, with the same hand, he's touched the coconuts. Therefore, he wouldn't let them be offered. And Raghava Pandit is very, very careful about offering everything of the highest quality and the highest purity to the deity. And even though he has many coconuts in his own property, he buys coconuts from 20 miles away because they're sweeter and of better quality to offer to the deity. So, Etaboli fala fele prachira langia aiche pavitra prema seva jagat jeniya. Such as the service of Raghava Pandit. He did not accept the coconuts but threw them over the wall. His service is purely based on unalloyed love, and it conquers the whole world. Tabeyara narikela samskara karaila parama pavitra kore bhoga lagaila. Thereafter, Raghava Pandit had other coconuts gathered, cleansed and clipped, and with great attention he offered them to the deity to eat. E matakala amra naranga kantala jaha jaha duragrame shuniache balo. In this way, he collects from distant villages excellent bananas, mangoes, oranges, jackfruits, and whatever other first-class fruits he has heard about. Bahumuya diya ani koreya jatan pavitra samskara kore nivedan. All these fruits are collected from distant places and bought at a high price. After trimming them with great care and purity, Raghava Pandit offers them to the deity. Emata vyanjanera shat mulafo, emata chira hudum, sandesha saka. With great care and attention, Raghava Pandit prepares spinach, other vegetables, radishes, fruits, chipped rice, powdered rice, and sweetmeats. Chira is chipped rice, and huduma, powdered rice. Emata pita pan, kir odan, parama pavitrara kore sarvatam. He prepares pita pan, cakes and drinks, and everything else with great care. And kir, condensed milk. And the cooking conditions are purified so that the food is first class and delicious. Kashamdi achara adi aneka prakar gandhavastra alankara sarvadravyas sar. Take note of one thing. This air purifier is working very hard because there's some smoke coming from the fire. It was going louder before. Kasamdi achar adi aneka prakar gandha bastra alankara sarvadravyasar. Raghava Pandit also offers all kinds of pickles such as kasumdi. He offers various scents, garments, ornaments, and the best of everything. Emata primera seva koreanu pam jadeki sarvaloker judai nayan. Thus Raghava Pandit serves the Lord in an incomparable way. Everyone is very much satisfied just to see him. Etaboli Raghaveri koila alingane emata saman nila sarvabhaktagane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then mercifully embraced Raghava Pandit. The Lord also ordered all the other devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then mercifully embraced Raghava Pandit. The Lord also offered all the other devotees a farewell with similar respect. So this is Mahaprabhu's talking about the deity worship of Raghava Pandit. So he is always present in 4 places we have mentioned, where Nityananda Prabhu is dancing, in Sri Vasangam, the house of Srivas Thakur, where Mother Sachi is offering prashadam, and where Raghava Pandit is, especially with this beautiful worship of the deities. Mahaprabhu is always present in these 4 places, and that's called in his Avirbhav form. Even though he may not be seen by everyone, but he is always there. Shivananda Seni Kohe Korea Saman Vasudeva Datter Tumi Korea Samadan. The Lord also respectfully told Shivananda Sen, take care of Vasudeva Datta very nicely. Parama Udara Iho Jedinye Aishe Sedine Vyavak Kore Nahi Rakeseshe. Vasudeva Datta is very liberal. Every day, whatever income he receives, he spends. He does not keep any balance. Grihasta Hoyana Iho Chahiye Sanchai Sanchayna Kaile Katumba Bharana Nahihoy. Being a householder, Vasudeva Datta needs to save some money. Because he is not doing so, it is very difficult for him to maintain his family. Iharagarer Ayam Vyaya Sab Tomarastane Sarakela Haina Tumi Korea Samadane. Please take care of Vasudeva Datta's family affairs. Become his manager and make the proper adjustments. Vasudeva Datta and Shivananda Sen were living in the same neighborhood, which is presently called Kumarahata or Halishahar. Prativarshe Amara Sab Bhaktagan Loya Gundichaya Ashibe Samaya Palana Korea. Come every year and bring all my devotees with you to the Gundicha festival. I also request you to maintain all of them. Kulina Gramyare Kohe Samana Korea Pratyabda Ashibe Jatrai Patadori Loya. The Lord then with great respect extended an invitation to all the inhabitants of Kulina Gram, asking them to come every year and bring silken rope to carry Lord Jagannath during the Ratha Yatra festival. Gunaraj Khan Koila Sri Krishna Vijay Tahanek Bhakya Tara Ache Premamoy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Gunaraj Khan of Kulinagram compiled a book named Sri Krishna Vijay, in which there is a sentence revealing the author's ecstatic love of Krishna. Sri Krishna Vijaya is a book of poems considered to be the first poetry book written in Bengal. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that this book was begun in the year 1395 Shakabda, or 1473 AD. After 7 years, it was completed in 1402 Shakabda. This book was written in plain language, and even half-educated Bengalis and women could read it very clearly. Even ordinary men with little knowledge of the alphabet could read this book and understand it. Its language is not very ornamental, and sometimes the poetry is not very sweet to hear, although according to the sonnet style, each line should contain 14 syllables. There are sometimes 16, 12, or 13 syllables in his verse. Many words used in those days could be understood only by local inhabitants, yet this book is still so popular that no bookstore is complete without it. It is very valuable for those who are interested in advancing in Krishna consciousness. Sri Gunaraj Khan was one of the topmost Vaishnavas, and he translated the 10th and 11th cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam for the understanding of the common man. The book Sri Krishna Vijay was highly praised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and is very valuable for all Vaishnavas. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives a genealogical table and family history of Gunaraj Khan. When a Bengali emperor named Adishura first came from Kunya Kubja or Kanoj, he brought with him 5 Brahmins and 5 Kayastas. Since the king is supposed to be accompanied by his associates, the Brahmins accompanied the king to help him in higher spiritual matters. The Kayastas were to render other services. In the northern Indian country, the Kayastas are accepted as Shudras, but in Bengal, the Kayastas are considered among the higher caste. It is a fact that the Kayastas came to Bengal from northern India, especially from Kunya Kubja or Kanauj. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that the Kayastas who came from Kunya Kubja were high-class men. Of them, Dasharat Vasu was a great personality, in the 13th generation of his family included Gunaraj Khan. His real name was Maladar Vasu, but the title Khan was given to him by the Emperor of Bengal. Thus he became known as Gunaraj Khan. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following, then he gives a genealogical table of Gunaraj Khan. So I'll read that. Dasharat Vasu, Kushala, Shubha Shankar, Hamsa, Shakti Rama, or Baganda, Mukti Ram, Mainagar, and Alankar. Bangaj, Damodar, Ananta Ram, Guniyaka, and Vinanayaka. The 12th generation included Bhagirata and the 13th Maladar Vasu, or Gunaraj Khan. Sri Gunaraj Khan had, so there's something about Gunaraj Khan's family. Manod Nandana Krishna Mora Prananat Ebake Bhakainu Tarabam Sherahat. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, is my life and soul. By this statement, I am sold into the hands of the descendants of Gunaraj Khan. He wrote, Nandana Krishna Mora Prananat. Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, is my life and soul. The full verse referred to here is Ikbabe Banda Kore Joda Kore Hat Nandana Krishna Mora Prananat. With folded hands I offer my prayers unto Krishna, Nanda Maharaj's son, who is my life and soul. Tomara ki kata toma gramera kukur semora priya anya janarahudur. To say nothing of you, even a dog living in your village is very dear to me. What then to speak of others? Tabe Ramanandar Satyaraj Khan Prabhur Charane Kachu Koilani Vedan. After this, Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan both submitted questions at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Grihasta Vishayami Kimora Sarane Shimuke Agyakora Prabhu Nivedi Varane. Satyaraj Khan said, "My dear Lord, being a householder and a materialistic man, I do not know the process of advancing in spiritual life. I therefore submit myself unto your lotus feet and request you to give me orders." Prabhu Kohan Krishna Seva Vaishnava Sevan Nirantara Kora Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Without cessation, continue chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. Wherever possible, serve him and his devotees, the Vaishnavas." So Satyaraj Khan asked, "My dear Lord, being a householder and a materialistic man, I do not know the process of advancing in spiritual life. I therefore submit myself unto your lotus feet and request you to give me orders." So he's asking Mahaprabhu, as a Grihastha, how can you order me so that I can go on with my life and my service? Prabhu Kohan Krishna Seva Vaishnava Sevan Nirantara Kora Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu replied, "Without cessation, continue chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. Whenever possible, serve him and his devotees, the Vaishnavas." Satyaraj Bole Vaishnava Chaniva Kemone Ke Vaishnava Kaha Taras Samanya Lakane. Upon hearing this, Satyaraj said, "How can I recognize a Vaishnava? Please let me know what a Vaishnava is. What are his common symptoms?" Prabhu Kohe Jaramuke Shuni Ekbar Krishnanam Se Puja Shrishta Sabakar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Whoever chants the holy name of Krishna just once is worshipable and is the topmost human being." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Whoever chants the holy name of Krishna just once is worshipable and is the topmost human being." Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that a person who simply chants the holy name of Krishna once becomes perfect and should be regarded as a Vaishnava. This is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Upadeshamrita, "Krishneti yasya giri tam manasadriyeta." With such faith in the holy name, one may begin a life of Krishna consciousness. But an ordinary person cannot chant the holy name of Krishna with such faith. One should accept the holy name of Krishna to be identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transcendence himself. As the Padma Purana states, the holy name of Krishna is identical with Krishna and is like a Chintamani gem, a touchstone. That name is Krishna personified in sound and is therefore perfectly transcendental and eternally liberated from material contamination. Thus one should understand that the name Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Having such faith, one must continue to chant the holy name. Namachintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purno Shuddho Nitya Mukto Vinatvam Namanamino. That's what was translated here. The holy name of Krishna is identical with Krishna and is like a Chintamani stone, gem, a touchstone. That name is Krishna personified in sound and is therefore perfectly transcendental and eternally liberated from material contamination. Thus one should understand that the name Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Having such faith, one must continue to chant the holy name. When one is situated on the neophyte platform, one cannot understand the devotional ingredients of a pure, unalloyed devotee. However, when the novice engages in devotional service, especially in deity worship, and follows the order of a bona fide spiritual master, he is a pure devotee. Anyone who can take advantage of hearing about Krishna consciousness from such a devotee and thus Anyone can take advantage of hearing about Krishna consciousness from such a devotee and thus gradually become purified. In other words, any devotee who believes that the holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord is a pure devotee, even though he may be in the neophyte stage. By his association, others may also become Vaishnavas. One is known as a materialistic devotee if he simply worships the deity of Hari with faith, but does not show proper respect to the devotees and to others. This is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. Acharyam eva haraye pujam yaj shradaye hate natad bhakteshu chanyeshu sabhakta prakrita smrita. Yet even by associating with such a neophyte devotee, one can become a devotee also. When Lord Chaitanya was teaching, Sanatana Goswami said, Shraddhavan jana hoy bhakti adhikari, uttama madhyama kanishta shraddha anusari, jahara kamala shraddha se kanishta jan, krame teho bhakta hoibe uttama, rati prema tarat amye Bhakta Taratam. A person who has attained firm faith is a real candidate for advancing in Krishna consciousness. According to the faith, there are first class, second class, and neophyte devotees. One who has a preliminary faith is called a Kanishtadhikari or neophyte. The neophyte, however, can become an advanced devotee if he strictly follows the regulative principles set down by the spiritual master. Therefore, it is on the basis of faith and attachment to Krishna that one can judge who is a Madhyamadhikari or an Uttamadhikari. It is thus concluded that even a neophyte devotee is superior to the karmis and jnanis because he has full faith in chanting the holy name of the Lord. A karmi or a jnani, regardless of his greatness, has no faith in Lord Vishnu, his holy name, or his devotional service. One may be advanced religiously, but if he is not trained in devotional service, he has very little credit on the transcendental platform. Even a neophyte devotee engaged in deity worship in accordance with the regulations set for it by the spiritual master is in a position superior to that of the fruitive worker and speculative philosopher. Eg Krishna name kore sarva pap koi, nava beda bhakta purna nama hoite hoi. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna once, a person is relieved from all the reactions of a sinful life. One can complete the 9 processes of devotional service simply by chanting the holy name. The 9 types of devotional service are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Parasevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dashyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktis Chen Navalakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Ada Tanmanye Ditam Uttamam. The process of devotional service entails hearing, chanting, and remembering the holy name, form, pastimes, qualities, and entourage of the Lord, offering service according to the time, place, and performer, worshiping the deity, offering prayers, always considering oneself the eternal servant of Krishna, making friends with him, and dedicating everything unto him. These 9 items of devotional service, when directly offered to Krishna, constitute the highest attainment of life. This is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. As for being freed from all sinful reactions by chanting the holy name of Krishna only once, one must chant the holy name without committing any offenses. Then, chanting one name is sufficient to rescue a living being from all sinful reactions. Such a person who chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly is very important and worshipable. Indeed, the 9 devotional processes, beginning with Shravanam and Kirtan, can all be attained at once if one simply chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly. In this regard, Srila Jiva Goswami states in his book, Bhakti Sandarbha, Jajyapi Anya Bhakti Kalo Kartavya Tada Kirtanakya Bhakti Samyogenaiva. Out of the 9 processes of devotional service, kirtan is very important. Srila Jiva Goswami therefore instructs that the other processes such as archana, bandhana, dasha, and sakya should be executed, but they must be preceded and followed by kirtan, the chanting of the holy name. We have therefore introduced this system in all of our centers. Archana, arti, bhog offering, deity dressing, and decoration are all preceded and followed by the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Diksha Purascharya Vidhi Apekana Kore Jiva Sparshe Achandala Sabare Udare. One does not have to undergo initiation or execute the activities required before initiation. One simply has to vibrate the holy name with his lips. Thus even a man in the lowest class, Chandala, can be delivered. Anusanga Vale Kore Samsarera Kai Jita Akarshya Karai Krishna Premadoi. So there's no formal fire sacrifice required for initiation. One simply has to engage in chanting the holy name, so therefore we give much importance to Nam Diksha, receiving from the spiritual master the holy name. Anusanga Fale Kore Samsarera Koi Chita Karshya Korai Krishna Premadoi. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one dissolves one's entanglement in immaterial activities. After this, one becomes very much attracted to Krishna, and thus dormant love for Krishna is awakened. Krishti Krita Chedasam Sumanasam Uchatanam Shamasam Achandalam Amukha Loka Sulabo Vasyascha Mukti Shriya Na Diksham Nacha Satkriyam Nacha Purascharya Manag Ikshate Mantroyam Rasana Sprig Eva Valati Shri Krishna Namatmaka. The holy name of Lord Krishna is an attractive feature for many saintly liberal people. It is the annihilator of all sinful reactions, and is so powerful that save for the dumb who cannot chant it, it is readily available to everyone, including the lowest type of man, the Chandalas. The holy name of Krishna is the controller of the opulence of liberation, and it is identical with Krishna. When a person simply chants the holy name with his tongue, immediate effects are produced. Chanting the holy name does not depend on initiation, pious activities, or the Purascharya regulative principles generally observed before initiation. The holy name does not wait for any of these activities. It is self-sufficient. Still, we will say you have to receive the holy name from a Vaishnava. That we call Nam Diksha. But it is different than the fire sacrifice and everything performed during actual second initiation or Diksha. The first initiation is called Harinam Diksha, receiving that holy name from the Vaishnava. Goloke Premidan Harinama Sankirtan. Ateva Jaramuke E Krishnanam Seta Vaishnava Korea Tahara Samana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then finally advised, one who is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is understood to be a Vaishnava. Therefore, you should offer all respects to him. In his Upadeshamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami states, Krishneti Yasha Giritam Manasadriyeta Dikshasti Chet Pranatabis Cha Bhajatamisham. An advanced devotee should never, in his Upadeshamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami states, Krishneti Yasha Giritam Manasadriyeta Dikshasti Chet Pranata Bischa Bhajatam Misham. An advanced devotee should respect a person who has been initiated by a bona fide spiritual master and who is situated on the transcendental platform, chanting the holy name with faith and obeisances and following the instructions of the spiritual master. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that serving Vaishnavas is most important for householders. Whether a Vaishnava is properly initiated or not is not a subject for consideration. One may be initiated and yet contaminated by the Mayavad philosophy, but a person who chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly will not be so contaminated. A properly initiated Vaishnava may be imperfect, but one who chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly is all perfect. Although he may apparently be a neophyte, he still has to be considered a pure, unalloyed Vaishnava. It is the duty of the householder to offer respects to such an unalloyed Vaishnava. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions. So I'm going to stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Gopam Govindaram Srimad
Gopal Govindaram Srimad
Hare Gopinatham Varanamo
Giridhari Gopinatham Varanamo
Nityananda Shri
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra
Janardan Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta
Janardan Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta
Hare Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupan Paramansa Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishordas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Vishvavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan. Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Shri Kartik Brata Ki Jai. Shri Damodar Brata Ki Jai. Shri Niyama Seva Ki Jai. Shri Urja Brata Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Srila Govinda Maharaj Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.